And what's not logical is there's 48 games left in this NFL season. Wow, how fast the season has come and before you know it, it's gonna be summertime. So let's fix this up here. Okay, we did our shuffle here. And bam, here are our results from last week. Let me get this off the TikTok people here. So last week, where am I here? 12-4 for Dom, Colton, and Jake, and I went 10-6, and here we are, 144-80. Colton's 149-75, along with Jake, and Dom is 142-82.
So we're in a situation that is opposite of last year, where instead of Will climbing up the ladder underneath me and pulling me down, I am climbing up the ladder and pulling Will down.
Everybody climbed up the ladder and pulled you down.
Last year, yeah, that's true. But in the last 3 weeks, it was between me and Will mostly. And here we are.
Yeah, it's whether they're going to hold on and not be last year.
But now it's Will is holding on to maybe not be last this year. So
I'm not really concerned here. There's no worries here.
All right.
And speaking of no worries here, Thursday Night Football, the AFC West. Wild card spots are on the line here. This got flexed. Let's also put that into perspective. Broncos at SoFi Stadium to face the Chargers here. I am lone wolfing the Denver Broncos. So, yeah, we got that going on here. 2 Saturday games on NBC. We'll have the Houston Texans face the Kansas City Chiefs. And Colton, you are lone wolfing here, the Houston Texans.
Give it to me, baby.
As what Rick James said, give it to me, baby. And that one song I heard on GTA one time. And then we go from Kansas City to Baltimore, viewers here, this is going to be printed out. The standalone game, Steelers, Ravens. Colton again, lone wolfing the Pittsburgh Steelers here.
Got Lamar's number, man. I'm living and dying on it. Game of the season, gotta have it. I think the Steelers deliver the goods on the road.
Now we go to Sunday's 1 o'clock hour. The Giants with Drew Lock face Michael Penix at his first career start, and we are all taking the Atlanta Falcons here. From Atlanta's airport, which could be named whatever, we go to Chicago Air, as everyone likes the little journeyman here. The Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears face off. We are all taking the Detroit Lions here. From the Midwest back to the Southeast, Cardinals are facing the Carolina Panthers. Dom is lone wolfing the Carolina Panthers.
I'm okay with it.
I'm good.
Bryce Young, he trusts.
And what some networks claim is a trap game here at MetLife Stadium. The Rams, who are the NFC West leaders as of right now, face the New York Jets, who are coming off their first win since Halloween. Where are we? Clean sweep of the Rams here. Last time the Jets and the Rams played, the Rams were 17.5-point favorites. And, yeah.
Will picked his actual favorite team, Rams.
Dom picked his actual favorite team as well. So look at us go.
Yeah, but it will never.
Speaking of favorite teams here, the favorite team is right here playing in Landover, Maryland. The Eagles and the Commanders. Eagles when they can lock up the NFC East here. And yeah, we are all taking the Philadelphia Eagles here on the sweep. From Maryland, we go to Ohio as the Battle of Ohio takes place. The Browns and the Bengals here. We're all taking the Bengals here, who are trying to keep their season alive here. Need a lot to happen to keep it alive. AFC South here, Mason Rudolph expected to start. Nothing official yet after the Colts plunder in Denver. We are all taking the Indianapolis Colts here. Dom, I have to say you have to fill in your last 4 picks because they're not filled in here. As panic sets in.
I forgot about that.
Panic sets in here.
I switched over to fantasy at that moment. I was like, oh, I'll do it later. Okay.
And then we got the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks here. One team's fighting for their playoff hopes for the Seahawks here. We're all taking the Minnesota Vikings here on the sweep. Flex to 425 out of the 1 o'clock hour. The Buffalo Bills are wearing their red color rush uniforms against the New England Patriots, and we're all taking the Bills on a sweep here. And we have the game of the 4 o'clock hour. You guys aren't prepared for this one. Jaguars and Raiders. This could solidify the number 1 overall pick, at least in some aspects here. And we are sweeping Jacksonville. Look at that. We are a good group of people here picking the Jaguars. And then the Kyle Shanahan Bowl. Kyle Shanahan travels and faces former offensive coordinator Mike McDaniel. I'm sorry. We're all taking Miami on the sweep here. Sunday Night Football, we get the Buccaneers traveling to Dallas, AT&T Stadium, to face the Cowboys. And the best part about the Cowboys is they don't have to lose the ball in the sun because there'll be night. So let's put that into perspective. We're all taking Tampa Bay on a sweep here. The frozen tundra is going to be cold on Monday Night Football as they host the New Orleans Saints, and whoever's is Spencer Rattler, Jake Hayner, and his showing off glossy little photo shoot there. We're all taking the Packers on the sweep.